Sometimes it's the quietest pictures that have the loudest backstory. And that is exactly what we are diving into today. We're looking at the story of Theo Thompson, a little boy whose quiet, normal-looking life today is a world away from the media firestorm that surrounded his birth.
So who is this little guy? Well, this is Theo Thompson. And yeah, these new photos, they paint a picture of a totally normal childhood. But trust me, the beginning of his story was, well, anything but normal.
Okay, so let's start with what's happening right now. His mom, Maralee Nichols, just shared a whole series of photos giving us this really rare and, you could say, carefully curated peek into her son's life. So she posted these on January 14th, and it's pretty much a classic family weekend. First stop, a fun trip to the San Diego Zoo. And then you see this really peaceful moment. Here's Theo, just chilling on a staircase at the beach, looking out at the water. It's such a serene, kind of everyday shot, you know? And check this one out, a really cool, candid shot of him running past this gorgeous, colorful mural. It really feels like all of these pictures are meant to show just a normal, happy kid's life.
But that's not all. The photo dump also had these other really sweet, quiet moments from their weekend. Things like a trip to the library, a swim in the pool at night, and look at this, him sipping from a mug in bed with a little puppy. Super cute.
And her caption for all of this? Just two simple words. Weekend adventures. So simple, right? But here's the kicker. This entire quiet, happy domestic scene is the total opposite of the crazy public storm that first introduced Theo to the world.
All right, so let's hit rewind. To really get why these simple photos are even a story, we have to go back to 2021, back to the headlines, and the massive paternity scandal that threw Theo right into the public spotlight.
Okay, so Theo is 4 years old. His mom is Maralee Nichols, a fitness model, and his dad is NBA star Tristan Thompson. And finding out who his dad was, yeah, that wasn't a private family moment. It was a full-blown public scandal.
So let's walk through how this all went down. Back in 2021, Tristan Thompson is famously, very publicly, with Khloe Kardashian. But then, late in the year, boom, news breaks that Maralee Nichols has filed a paternity lawsuit against him. The whole thing builds until January 2022, when a DNA test comes back with undeniable proof. Yep, Tristan Thompson is Theo's father.
And that confirmation, it wasn't just a piece of paper. It sent absolute shockwaves way beyond the courtroom. The fallout was immediate, and it was very public for everyone involved.
So once the DNA results were out, Tristan had to issue a public apology for everything. His relationship with Khloe Kardashian was over, and of course, he was now legally on the hook. He agreed to cover Maralee's pregnancy costs and naturally became responsible for Theo's child support.
And that brings us right back to where we started, full circle. After all that public drama, all the headlines, all the legal stuff, the story has really shifted. It's now all about Theo's new chapter, just a quiet life with his mom.
I mean, think about that contrast. It's just wild. The story kicked off with this massive, messy public paternity battle, playing out for the whole world to see on social media and in the tabloids.
And now, it's settled into these simple, quiet moments. Literally the opposite of all that initial drama. We've gone from a huge public scandal to just a peaceful day at the library.
So what's the takeaway here? You have to wonder, right? Are these carefully chosen photos a signal that Theo and his mom are really starting a new chapter? One that's deliberately being written far, far away from the spotlight that defined his first few years? It really makes you think. Maybe this quiet life isn't just a new beginning, but a very conscious choice.